Hey, this is Anthony from RevZilla. Watch, decide, and ride. We'll control a detailed breakdown of the new Dainese HF D1 Jacket available at RevZilla.com. This is the new HF from Dainese, the HF D1. Now, a decade ago, there was an original HF. I dug that jacket, but it was loud, it was polarizing, it had some of the same flavors, but it was a little over the top for that time period, again, 10 years ago. If we look at the new HF D1 Dainese, you did good. You've muted it, you've refined it, it's a little bit more contemporary, it still uses the same vintage throwback-inspired design, and it still uses what I like to call the embroidered Ducati font, but I really dig it. We're looking at 1mm perfed street leather throughout, and it comes in one color. It's gonna be this black, cream, they call it ice, blue and red, and again, it just carries a great style with it. Now, no removable thermal liner. It is a perf version only, perf on the front, perf on the back. So again, you're really looking at late spring, all summer, early fall, and you're also looking at a jacket that's gonna look great on the bike and off the bike if it suits your flavor. This is a crossover piece for Dainese coming in around the $600 mark. Now, quick note on sizing. I have the Alex Quinn of Alex Quinns. He is going to be 5'10", 165, 38-39-inch chest. He's wearing a size 50, and you can see how it fits his frame. He has an athletic build with a little bit of broader shoulders. This works for him. He could be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but again, if you look at the way the sizing is, it's meant to be slightly relaxed, but still carry more of a sport feel to it. And again, being that it's a bit more retro, it's very distinct in the way that they've designed it. Now, we're going to use the size chart. We'll ship it free, over 39 bucks, as we always do. And I'd love it if you click our logo, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel, leave me your comments, your questions, your feedback on the new HF D1. Again, new for the spring of 2017. Now, diving back into the jacket itself, some of the details. First thing I want to call out is using the new Dainese Pro Armor. I should have told you that earlier because we're excited about it. They have Pro Shape, which is low profile, thin and flexible. They have Dainese Composite, which is going to be CE rated, big and bulky. This is CE rated, lower profile and flexible. Again, the newest armor Dainese has come out with. It shapes the shoulder, it complements the jacket, it doesn't throw off the line. You're going to see that shoulders as well as elbow. You can obviously upgrade the back there, or you could go Wave G1 or G2 or Manus G2 as well if you want to go that direction. But what you're also going to see with the jacket is the localization of the perf. And that's a technology Dainese developed a while back. And what that does is it takes your perf scheme, which flows air, and what it does is it stops at about a 1/4 inch before the seams. So it removes those two areas of weakened leather, both the seam with holes in it by the stitching, as well as the perforation area, which is going to have holes in it, be a little bit weaker. So it separates the two. It also has a really clean style to it, and when you see it's very intentional the way it's laid out. 2 snaps at the collar, leather along the inside, and I haven't spoken a ton about the leather yet. Again, it's the Dainese street leather, which we're seeing on a lot of the new jackets, like the Stripes D1, some of the other jackets within the line. The street leather is a little bit thinner at 1mm, but what I like about the HF's finish, it has a softer hand to it. It's a little bit more premium in its feel, a little bit more broken in right off the hanger. I like that compared to some of the other finishes I've seen in the street leather from Dainese. Basic hand warmer pockets on an angle, basic finish to the front, embroidered stitching again with the Dainese font. That's going to be a little bit closer to that Ducati flavor. And I'll tell you, the original version of the HF with just different, a little bit more loud, a little bit more polarizing. I think this jacket still has a very distinct flavor and style to it, but it should appeal to more riders. If we look at the inside of the arms, more localized perf. We look down to where the cuff comes together, Dainese embossed snaps. You're going to have your zip there. Again, no frills, no surprises. The classic Dainese cuff. I'm going to let you snap that back up. And Alex, turn and face that way, and let's give a shot of the side here. Keep going for me. Keep going. Tick, tick. Stop. Up a little too far, but that's all right. You'll make it, I swear. Now, if we look at the shoulder, the way it frames out, notice you have that Pro Armor. We talked about it. Comes down to about there. Then we have a little bit of those retro stripes along the side. Dual reinforcement in the elbow, again, over top of that Pro Armor. And if he lifts his arm up, you're going to see no perforation under the arm, but we do have a dual snap. You can see for him, he has a thin waist like I do. And again, a little bit broader shoulders, but we have him cinched down to the second snap. You can see how it comes together very, very cleanly. Turn backwards for me there, Quinn. Now, if he turns backwards, you're going to see Dainese logo across the back, done individual panels, dually stitched. Looks very, very cool. The old version of this jacket was like out of control with the back. Lots of racing stripes, just too much. This version, racing stripe at the collar with that ice. They're clean, they carry it through. Again, along the back, the Dainese logo. Remember, you're going to upgrade to a G2 back protector, whether it's Pro Armor, whether it's Manus, or whether it's Wave. But again, the way the back lays out, perf at the top, perf down here along the back, nice drop seat. Would have liked to have seen them put a jeans loop in this jacket. They didn't do that. And then come back around, stop right there. And then the 1972 along the side. So again, they're going a little bit more vintage inspired. Remember, 1972, Lino Dainese founds Dainese, begins really changing the way that moto gear is done out of Italy. Come back around to the front for in there, Quinn. Let's open up the zip. The inside is going to be a textile lining, not a mesh lining, not a removable thermal. That gives it a little bit more of a moderate temperature rating. It also gives it a little bit more of a nice premium finish. So again, not mesh, optimizing for summer riding, but also not going thermal and not beefy. It's just going to complement the jacket really nicely. The other thing is you can see it's full leather along the inside, full leather at the collar, inside along the placket. Dual stitching here. You have your green, white, and red Italian flag there. Open up that side for me really quickly. Make sure, and then obviously along the left side, you're going to have your pocket like you typically always do. You can zip it back up. So remember, a lot of changes over the last HF. If you really want to see it, go Google it. It's the 2007 version of the HF. But personally, you could save yourself the trouble, and trust me, this is a much better looking jacket. You got to zip down, you got to snap down the collar. There you go, my man. Next step in your journey, though, is click the info button, your desktop, your mobile device. Visit the product detail page at RevZilla.com. Read other rider reviews of the new HF D1. As always, we'll ship for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla on our YouTube channel. Stay up to date with our opinion on the latest and greatest in the moto universe. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.